Oh, hello there, you absolutely beautiful people. I'm your boy Swissley, and I am here with another episode of Grey to Greatness. Really cool project that a few of us in the team are doing, where we are taking on an army and taking you through our process of how we've started collecting it and started getting into it. Really, so really excited to talk to you about the four-armed emperor. Have you met my friend, the emperor? That I can't pronounce properly, so that's going to be a good start. Um, I wonder if the four-armed emperor would be sad with me for not being able to pronounce his name properly, or her name, or its name. I don't know. I guess when they arrive, they'll tell me, and it'll all be fine. Everything will be just great. I'm really excited to start this army. I won't lie, it's been a journey. You might know that I am a Tyranid player. I have a show on the channel called Bugwatch where I talk about Tyranids a lot. I have 11,000 ish points of Tyranids in my garage. Um, and one of the learnings I've had since trying to find a new army is not to spread it over as many data sheets. What do I mean by that? Well, there's 46 data sheets in Tyranids. And if you want to go to an RTT with this cool new build you've just made up, but you need three of, I don't know, Venom Throps, that's not cheap. And then they go into the garage and then you never see them again for years. Maybe 13th edition is the time when Harpies will be good again, for example. Who knows? So for me, I had a big emphasis on an army that didn't have loads of data sheets, which didn't really work out well when I picked my first army, my first go at a second army, which was Eldari. So this is where I really learned. So I picked up a bunch of kits that I thought were cool, Autarchs. I picked up the Scout bikes, which are still really sick, right? They're really cool. I picked up some Shining Spears. I picked up some Dark Reapers. Picked up all these units in I think at the start, no, end of ninth, right? They were all rubbish at the time, and like my friends were like, what Tom was like, what are you doing? These units aren't good, but he was still very supportive, and I still had grand plans to do this and collect all these data sheets. It was too much. It was going to take me ages, and it was going to be the same problem I had with Tyranid. So they essentially went in the bin because there's far too many data sheets. All right, that was just that gone in the bin. Then I found World Eaters. Now these were the start. Don't get me wrong. These World Eaters do not look like this now, but um, they've got some more detailing on them. But I loved World Eaters, and I've still got them. And what I learned from that was, hey, if I pick up an army with very few data sheets that is specialized in something, I'm going to be really interested in that army because I can just whip it out, have a bit of fun with it. I mean, World Eaters are the most fun army. I would say I have more fun playing World Eaters than Tyranids, but Tyranids are more rewarding in a different way, I guess. But World Eaters, thoroughly love them. Really enjoy playing them. So I got a bit of an idea on what I was looking for. I also liked converting and stuff and doing a little bit of weird stuff. So I did this with to get some Chaos Spawn, which was kind of fun. So using some vampire models from Sigma, and then some random other things. So that hand, the big hand, is from a River Troll. Because obviously I started Sigma for a bit. Uh, don't want to brag, unbeaten in Sigma because I had loads of Troggoths when they were really good. And yeah, I was in like a 500 point like introductory league thing. It was savage. It was not fun. Um, neither for me or my opponents. So I just went, you know what? Maybe this game's not for me. Um, but yeah, made a few different things. There's a Minotaur's arm there as well, which was kind of cool. So yeah, I enjoyed. I figured out I enjoyed making stuff. I also used green stuff for the first time, as you can probably see in this guy's neck. So that was fun. What I realized there was I don't mind playing around and trying to create stuff. So that was exciting. Then I tried CSM. So I've got World Eaters, right? Just expand it to CSM, right? Not when you need 30 Legionnaires, Terminators. Oh my god, Warp Talons are the biggest pain in the ass to paint. What a nightmare. So I started with good intentions. I played one event with CSM, actually. I took Warp Forged Soul Pack. I was the TO of an RTT and I took that detachment. And you know what? It was up there with one of the funnest events I've ever played. Do you know how I did? I lost all my games because I was TO. I couldn't really take it too seriously. But what a laugh. What a laugh that was. I think if I had all endless supplies of money, I would just buy all the units required for that part of the army and do that. But I tried, um, I tried playing with Warp Talons. I tried playing with Raptors and Legionnaire, and it just wasn't my jam. I was like, I could just do this with Berserkers running out of Rhinos. Less good, but I can still do it. So I decided that was in the bin as well. Sold the army to make way for the final day. This is what turned me on to GSE, right? I get to use my Tyranids. That's cool. And not only my Tyranids, my favorite units: Gargoyles, Lictors, Neurolictors, Parasites and Mortrex. All the cool units that you don't usually use as much in Tyranids. You do use Lictors. Gargoyles are amazing, but for some reason, us Tyranid players don't use them. But I thought I'll get to use all that and get some new models that are cool that I get to paint. So no, I was really excited to get final day. And as a Tyranid player, it's not really final day. It's day one, guys. It's day one. Stop being so negative. It's not the final day. It's the first day. Hooray! Let's go. I'm really into the reason why I kind of like Tyranids and therefore GSC is I'm a big fan of Lovecraftian stuff, like all these kind of weird, flavorful horror things. So I've got some examples here if you want to go find out what that is. Like Annihilation is a film. I won't tell you what it is, but it's really cool. It's not horror. It's like sci-fi horror. So it's not like jumpy, sit in your chair, get scared. It's like cerebral. Oh my god, weird stuff's happening. Um, Event Horizon, same thing, right? A little bit scarier. I won't lie. Don't watch it with your kids, but fantastic films that really get you thinking. Have I read any of the books? No, because I'm not a reader, but I love YouTube content. So I listen to all this kind of stuff and listen to some of the passages. But I love the idea of a threat or a terror or a horror that you can't even comprehend. And that's what this kind of brings to the fore. So yeah, if you are interested in finding out about Lovecraftian stuff or Lovecraftian horror or what it is, the cosmic horror genre, get into that. There's tons of films. And honestly, if you get into this, you won't shake it off. Also, from a gameplay point of view, Final Day is just awesome. It's got cool rules, and those cool rules happen to be good. The enhancements where you can deny Overwatch are exactly what you want to see on a Broodlord with Gene Stealers, or sorry, Pure Strains. Also, the sustained hits enhancement when it's near a Tyranid unit, really good on your Abominant and his Aberrants. Yeah, getting the names right. Cool. It's another problem with GSE, getting the names all right. They're all bizarre. And yeah, and I've seen some people put it on the Biophagus, which is also quite cool. Biophagus being the doctor dude, right? Who gives his unit +1 to wound once a game and gives them lethals all the time. Sure. Yes, I know the rules, but I'm getting used to it. I'm excited to. I've had a few games with it, but I haven't played for a while because we were on the 6++ event. So I'm looking forward to getting into it. The other thing about this was GSE was always like an unknown quantity for me. I was a little bit scared of them because I was like, I just don't know what they do. You just do things and then I find out about them. So I wanted to take away that kind of scariness about them. So I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this image here. So I started painting. So I bought a bunch of units that I needed. The list that I've used is Nick Natavai's list from the LVO as a basis. I just wanted to get some units, order some stuff in, and start going, getting some practice games and find out what I like about the lists. I'll go into that list in a minute. But the units that I have painted is a Ridge Runner. Well, I've painted 4. I'm in the middle of painting. I've finished 1, and I've got 3 more that are nearly done. The 5th one is almost a little bit behind the others, but I've been that's where I went, and I went for the paint scheme. I was unsure on what paint scheme I wanted. I wanted to be like dirty, but I wanted a really bright color. So I found this gentleman's video. Thoroughly recommend this video. It's great. It really helps you get those bright colors and stand them out and bring them to life. He's got some really interesting techniques in the video. I'm not a painter, but I followed this, and this is what I came out with. Stop. It looks, yeah, zooming in, like you can see the graininess of it, but this looks good on the table, right? I'm pretty happy with this. I like I've pulled out the green instead of yellow, because I'm a big green guy. Um, you can see the yellow stripe there, which I quite like, and then the rest of it is all fairly straightforward. It's kind of like detailed enough that it looks good on the tabletop, but it's quick enough for me to do, which I'm really pleased with. The one challenge I have is the actual cult member, right, in the car. I'm unsure what paint scheme I want to actually have the guys. I don't know if black and orange is what I'm going to want, but I liked it for this because I imagine it's kind of like it makes them stand out a little bit on the armor on the against the green. So I guess we will see on that one. But yeah, I was quite happy with this, and yeah, I think honestly, when I've put them on the tabletop for a game I had against Tom, I was really pleased with them. Put a lot more effort into the basing, so like the converting the chaos spawn. I was like, I really want to try harder on some of the basing, so I've tried to bring out like cityscapes. So you can see on this one, I've tried to do like lights. So like it's like a pathway with lights by the side that are still working, um, something like that. The yellow stripe is essentially trying to bring like the signifiers of a street. So I don't know if if the far flung future has single and double yellow lines, but this kind of brings that image to your head as a human being in this world. Top left is an interesting one, right? I was unsure about this. I wanted to create. So I'm a Final Fantasy VII big fan, right? Love the games, played it a million times through, and then the remakes. As soon as I get a PS5, I'm going to get involved. But I love that scene in Final Fantasy VII where they go to the ruined park, right, with the slide that's all damaged and broken, and they sit there, and it just brings to life like how um how like relentless the war on them is, and how the people who Shinra brought down the pizza skip, and they've just not cared. And they all end up sitting in this park, just like thinking it's awful. So I wanted to bring together like a park. So I started building it, and I was like, all right, this is cool. And then I thought, oh god, this is quite dark, right? I'm going to go to like 40k events and try and bring out uh like an effigy of like a children's like ruined park. How terrifying! How terrible! But I figure it's kind of still cool. It's not like it's got a slide on there, but it's got some like drama to it. So that's cool. And you can see the other ones. I've kind of put them off, but I've tried different terrain, different pieces of like um, textures and what have you, and tried to create pipes and yeah, just trying to play around. I think a base can really bring to life an army. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, if you want to see the list that I'm kind of going to be working towards, you can see Nick Natavarti play it on Tabletop Live. He played into the Legion of Excess. R.I.P. Paul went out. Awful. So sad to see that detachment get absolutely rinsed. But Nick absolutely batters it. Well, he doesn't batter it. He beats it. But it's a really great game, and it just showed you like how cool this detachment can really be. Of course, I have an event booked in for this detachment, right? I'm really hyped for it. It is this that you can see on screen. It is the Teddington 40k RTT. Yeah, I've not been to one of these. It's Mark Vickery, I think, runs these events. I've been told he's a lovely guy and he runs great events, so I'm going to give it a go. Really excited. However, I've only currently got 4. I've got 5 Ridge Runners I could class as painted. I've got an awful lot of models to paint, and even more to stick together. I've got 2 weeks to do it, so that is terrifying. Obviously, I think what I'm probably going to do is get them to a stage where I can put them on the table and then kind of perfect them later. I hate doing that, to be fair, but that's what I'm going to do. I've got a GT in 2 months or 6 weeks rather, so I think I can have it all painted for then. I think I can even top up the Tyranid models because some of my Tyranid models are a bit rubbish. I've got 30 gargoyles in this list, which are a real pain to paint. But if I get the GSC done, I might actually put some effort into the gargoyles and see if I can get some kind of. I don't know if they do a best general, but we'll go for it and see what we can do. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of painting going on, and I'm going to be absolutely rinsing these models very quickly. So, guys, Ascension Day is coming. I hope you will stay on this journey with me. I'm really excited about it, and yeah, I think I'm going to be on this army for a good 6 months, unless the World Eaters book comes out and it's an absolute belter. But until then, Ascension Day is coming, guys, and I'm hyped to be on that journey.